Right, we'll look at the fridge for the camper van. The camper van fridge works on 3 systems. It will work on 240 volt, it will work on battery, and it will work on gas. What we'll do, we'll look at each individual system. To use the 240 volt, you use the selector switch, which goes to the plug position, and that's the 240 volt position of the van. As long as you've plugged in the van to the 240 volt mains, the fridge will work. When you're using the gas, switch it all the way down to the bottom to the gas flame. The fridge is now in gas mode. What you need to do then is light your fridge on gas. So you press the thermostat, press the igniter. Once the gas flame is lit, this little red indicator will move into the green. Once it's moved into the green, you can release that button. That then lights your fridge on the gas side. Now when you want to use your 12 volt side of the fridge, you can only use the 12 volt side of the fridge when you're driving. Effectively, it's not using your battery, it's actually coming off the alternator of the vehicle. So when you switch your engine on, you will produce 14.5 volts. When you produce 14.5 volts, the split relay in the vehicle will kick in and put a direct feed to the back of the fridge. When you switch your engine off, obviously your alternator stops producing that voltage and the split relay will cut off again, effectively stopping the fridge from operating. That way you can't discharge your caravan battery when your fridge is switched on. So the only thing you need to do is switch it to that position, and that brings your fridge onto 12 volt system. Just to recap the system though, so again, the proper way to use a fridge would be to, the evening before, plug the fridge into either your 240 volt or your gas and operate it down, get the temperature down to working temperature. Once you've achieved working temperature, that's great. Leave it like that to the morning that you're going to drive off. Just before you drive off, you would switch from, say you were operating on gas, you would switch it back to battery. Start your engine, drive to where you go. It will maintain the temperature for you. When you get to site, within half an hour, you need to think about changing either back to 240 volt or your gas. The electronic igniter is not connected to the caravan's 12 volt in any way, shape or form. There's actually a AAA battery behind there. If you see the little zigzag sign on it, if you put a small screwdriver into that zigzag, push it in about a third of the way and twist it, that will then pop out. You'll be able to get your battery out, replace it, and then just put it back in the opposite way. Inside the fridge, what you've got a nice overview. The shelves will remove for cleaning and things of this nature. You've got a lovely ice box, quite a large size of ice box. The light on the fridge, obviously you have to have your unit switched on, so if you switch your light on, if the unit switched on, then you've got a lovely blue light that develops. The light in the fridge is actually connected to the auxiliary switch on your ZIG panel, so you need to make sure that your auxiliary switch is switched on for your light to operate. Otherwise, when you open the door, the light won't be on. And also remember that you need to have your fridge switched on for the light to operate as well. There's also a catch on the door. In that position, the door will open and shut freely. When you bring it to that position, your door won't open at all. But you do have a third position, which you use just to ventilate your fridge when you're storing your vehicle. Other than that, it's simplicity in itself, and I hope you have a lot of good times with it.